that although Emerson Mnangagwa got the 2030 resolution that he wants, as well as also endorsements with no objections being raised at the ZANU-PF conference, and obviously that calculatively done, because anyone who actually would have opposed that would have been in trouble, as much as they may not be, aligned with the 2030 mantra of Emerson Mnangagwa. On this live broadcast, I'll be proving beyond reasonable doubt that Mnangagwa, as much as he is seemingly having an upper hand, he still fears retired General Chiwenga, and there are several signs to actually support this argument. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, number one, it is true Mnangagwa got away with the 2030 mantra during the ZANU-PF conference. But remember, power, the constitution gives all powers to Emerson Mnangagwa. After the conference has actually endorsed his extension of the term, he has to actually rubber stamp what the conference has actually said it should be done. Did he do so during the conference? He never did that. Why he didn't do that? He knows that there is an agreement which he has violated that he made with the military generals, most of them that have passed away, but some are still alive. So, as much as that resolution stands at the moment, it still requires the signature of Emerson Mnangagwa to actually go through. So, at the moment, Mnangagwa have not said he accepts that. So that is a signal, sign number one, that Mnangagwa is afraid of retired General Chiwenga. If he was not afraid, he could have actually stood in that conference in his speech and actually said he will accept 2030 term extension. During the very same conference, he spoke about ZANU-PF preparing for 2028 elections. He has spoken numerous times at the height of the conflict between him and retired General Chiwenga. Number two, look at what he is doing. When he wants to send a message to retired General Chiwenga, he would never do it on his own. Firstly, regarding the dossier, he did not, the dossier was addressed to him. Caption this: retired General Chiwenga, it has been speculated, and Themba Mliswa have been actually pushing a propaganda that retired General Chiwenga addressed the issue of the dossier at the Politburo. No. Retired General Chiwenga actually asked for the attention of the Presidium. That include President, the Vice President, the Secretary General, the Chairperson of ZANU-PF, presented that dossier straight to the Presidium, not the Politburo. Mnangagwa actually not knowing what to say and angry. What did he do? He left all the members of the Presidium and went straight to the Politburo without actually finishing the discussion about the dossier. Went straight to the Politburo. And when he went to the Politburo, he's the one who revealed to the Politburo what had actually happened in the meeting of the Presidium. So it was not retired General Chiwenga who brought it to pompous individuals like Ziambi. Then, even though he did so, he did not respond directly to retired General Chiwenga. In fact, what he did, he sent his people, he sent all his state arsenal that he has at its disposal, asking even for the assistance of his enemy, that is Professor Jonathan Moyo, to draft a response to retired General Chiwenga. And it had to be read by the pompous Ziambi, obviously, who is promised a good life in case they win this war. But in my view, I don't foresee them also winning this war. So that on its own, that Mnangagwa chooses to use other people to respond to retired General Chiwenga, shows that he is a man without balls. Number three, remember also it was said that Mnangagwa was planning to organize the youth using individuals such as Owen Mutangube to go to the conference to boo retired General Chiwenga. Retired General Chiwenga stood and in his speech opposed fundamentally Emerson Mnangagwa and opposed the 2030 resolution. So those who say retired General Chiwenga did not lift his hands when Opamchinguri asked the question, there was no need. His speech spoke volume. His speech actually showed that he was against everything that was planned by Zwikanandas. Remember also when Ziambi read the response, it is said retired General Chiwenga did not speak much, and I think he acted very intelligently. Why would you argue with people who would not actually listen to you and actually change what they have planned? So he saw that it was a futile exercise. Equally so, during the ZANU-PF conference, he went there to witness that indeed is Emerson Mnangagwa prepared to betray me. So, and also, I mean, that on its own is part of the fact that he was not put, they did not pull retired General Chiwenga. He spoke, there was silence. Even Mnangagwa said nothing in response. And that shows you, by large, that retired General Chiwenga is still feared. And also remember, there was a plan to stop him from attending the ZANU-PF conference. They never achieved that goal of stopping him. There was a lot of intimidations. I mean, all officials of ZANU-PF, Chris Mutswangwa convening a press briefing to insult retired General Chiwenga, Ziambis, and even during the ZANU-PF conference, they were so disrespectful. The likes of Opam Chinguri, they were sent to say messages against retired General Chiwenga. The wife of also Chris Mutswangwa, Monica Mutswangwa, they did all that. All those prayers from apostles that were done in the State House, performing rituals, and all those prayers that were done also in Mutare, they were convened in an effort to actually fight psychologically with retired General Chiwenga, hoping that he can be a Joyce Mchuru, but he never retreated. In fact, he opted to go with the plane that was used by Emerson Mnangagwa, went straight to the conference, addressed, spoke out his mind, and actually came back. So that on its own is a sign that Mnangagwa still fears retired General Chiwenga. And remember, there was also a suggestion. I've said what is suggested by Themba Mliso. He would be releasing what he knows has been secretly been the resolution of ZANU-PF. Zwikandas want retired General Chiwenga fired. Once the wife of retired General Chiwenga fired, will they do so? I mean, they could have actually, according to their plan, this could have been done long time ago. It hasn't been done. Why? Because Mnangagwa understands that retired General Chiwenga is not a walk in the park. And also, he still wants to purge more people within ZANU-PF. He doesn't trust a lot of people. He doesn't trust his spokesperson, Nick Mangwana. He doesn't trust even George Charamba. He doesn't trust everyone except Zwikanandas. Why so? Because he feels retired General Chiwenga has a lot of power, a lot of secret information, secret meeting, precise information about secret meetings and discussions that are done indoors have been leaking, and who is leaking that information remains unknown. And this speaks volumes of the support base that retired General Chiwenga has, which is actually a silent support base within ZANU-PF. So in my humble opinion, this Mnangagwa understand that this political game is not yet over. And it's not done with retired General Chiwenga. Them being quiet, blessed Keza being quiet, soldiers don't act emotionally at haste. They always plan for each and every move they make. All has been calculatively done, and you are going to see as time progresses, which is the answer to all questions that we may be having. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live